Title: The World Bows to Silence. The throne room was quiet. Too quiet. Even the chandeliers seemed afraid to sway in your presence. The scent of iron and smoke lingered in the air, the aftermath of what used to be a rebellion. Your boots echoed as you walked across the marble floor, stepping over the shattered crown of the man who dared defy you. His blood still painted the cracks in the stone. You didn't flinch. You never did. The soldiers on either side of the hall dropped to one knee, their armor clattering as they lowered their heads. None dared meet your eyes. They had seen what happened to those who did. At the end of the hall stood the great mirror, tall, silver, and etched with ancient runes. You looked at your reflection, at the faint smile curling at the corner of your lips. Once, you might have been kind. Once, you might have cared. But the world had taught you that mercy was weakness, and you were no longer weak. Now, when they said your name, they said it with trembling lips. When they dreamed, it was your shadow that haunted their sleep. You turned to your commander, voice low and steady as a blade. Burn the last of their cities. Leave the ashes as a warning. He hesitated, just for a second. And that second was enough. A flick of your hand, a whisper of power, and he crumpled to the floor, lifeless. Silence. Again. The others didn't breathe. They didn't dare. You stepped over his body and sat upon your throne, carved of obsidian and gold, the symbol of all you had conquered. The world wanted a savior, you murmured, almost to yourself. But they made me their monster instead. Outside, thunder rolled, not from the storm, but from the march of your armies. Every heartbeat beyond these walls belonged to you now. Every life, every cry, every prayer. And though they feared you, deep down they all understood. Without you, there would be chaos. Without your darkness, there would be no order. So when the world bowed, it wasn't just to power. It was to you, the one who finally had the strength to do what others wouldn't. And in that silence, you smiled, because this was peace, your kind of peace. Cold, unyielding, eternal.